Here we go. Welcome to BatChat. The first time this isn't BackChat.
What is it?
It is BatChat.
BatChat.
We are here live from Optus Stadium.
Wow.
Perth Scorchers just obliterating the Hobart Hurricanes. Hamish Brayshaw next to me, of course, and Will Schofield. Hello, boys.
Oh, Hamish, the Hurricanes fan. How are you, mate?
Disappointing.
How? Firstly, so you are a Hurricanes fan.
I'm a Hurricanes
How did
man.
that even happen?
I remember the very first game of Big Bash that I watched when they went to the way it is now, as opposed to the States. It was the Hurricanes versus the Brisbane Heat, and the Heat scored the biggest, I believe it might have been the biggest T20 score at the time. And then Ben Hilfenhaus, with the last two balls of the innings, Hurricanes, hit a 6 and a 4 to win. And since then, I've been a Hurricanes
You've been
fan.
in love?
I've been in love with the Canes. And I thought we were on fire. Really.
Sucked in.
Oh, that's a shame.
Chris Jordan came out and went bang.
He did.
And then we capitulated, unfortunately.
Who else went bang was Aaron Hardie, who we will speak to in about 10 minutes' time.
We're
Very
speaking to
excited about
Aaron.
that. We are speaking to Aaron. He's coming
Bloody
up.
mate.
We are here in the
85.
Riverview room.
He's walking up to the
Stadium.
Riverview room, is he?
As we speak, that's right.
Will he still have his pads on, you reckon?
Possibly. He will be sweaty. He
If
just
you're
went whack.
wondering what you are doing here and
a
what
great
we are doing here.
That's what I'm asking myself.
Like, I'd actually be asking similar questions, Dan.
Well, we are sort of we're helping about with the Perth Scorchers, a little project we're doing on BackChat.
Yeah, we're not helping about.
All the home games, all the
good
home
friends.
games here at Optus. Good friends,
Our
Perth
good friends
Scorchers.
at Perth Scorchers.
Yeah, our good friends at the Perth Scorchers. I'm just looking around here because I've got the double headphones in, can't hear myself think.
Yes.
With all the background noise. Just wondering how much cooler it would be being in the rooms.
Wow.
Okay.
Like, imagine this set up in the corner of the rooms. We got Aaron Hardie
down
on.
the Scorchers rooms.
Well, I mean, especially after a win. Aaron Hardie's just made 85. He doesn't want to trudge up here in his boots and his.
You might want to.
Do they wear boots? His cleats, his spikes.
It's very
And
cool up here. The air conditioning
The
is
air conditioning
cranking.
is cool.
If
but
we're
like,
good friends with the Perth Scorchers, what level of friendship would you call, Dan and Bailey Smith? Good friends? Better friends?
they're probably best friends.
Best friends?
Yeah, I think Dan and
Best
Bailey Smith are
friends.
best friends.
You and Jack Buckley?
We're
Best
very
friends.
we're
Well,
best friends.
Perth Scorchers and us, best friends
Best
also.
friends.
Best
Just imagine
friends.
that sitting down there, Aaron sitting on there, and then Crawley jumps on and has a go. Oh, you were really good out there today. Aaron, that's probably not what he would say. He would joke around a little bit more, but it'd be nice.
So, look, we'll be reviewing the game a little bit. We'll try not to keep it look, I would personally not like to make it a cricket podcast. Like, if you didn't see the game, you don't particularly want to get a ball-by-ball blow of the 2020 game that you didn't see and you
From
Oh,
didn't
Will
want to watch in
Schofield,
the
Hamish
first place.
Brayshaw,
Dan
Const.
Const.
Like, we're not cricket
cricket
experts.
connoisseurs.
We're
No.
barely football experts.
No.
So,
We're sports fans.
We are sports fans.
look,
Yeah.
I was watching pretty intently, though.
Yeah, you were right.
bloody
You were
good.
getting into it.
I picked up some points of conversation.
Bit of lingo.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you are a Perth Scorchers fan, you've never heard of BackChat before, you can find us BackChat _ on Instagram. We do a podcast every week. We talk to athletes. We talk about all different sorts of things.
Yep, it's hilarious.
And
Yeah.
that's not BatChat.
No, that's not
BackChat.
We are BackChat.
Yeah, we probably picked the word. It was too close.
to BatChat.
So we're
It was so
BackChat.
clever. Yeah, so we're BackChat.
Yeah.
This is BackChat.
Sounds better than bowl chat.
That's right. Bowl chat.
Leg spin chat.
Bowl chat will be next season potentially. And if you are a BackChat listener and you're thinking, what on earth is going on? You guys are done for the season. Well, we're sort of not
Yeah,
because
we're
we're
still-
here
We're done
with
with
the
the footy
Scorchers
season now. We're
live at Optus Stadium. And like I said, Aaron Hardie will be on the podcast very soon. Hamish, any highlights from you from the game? Anything that you really liked
As a
Hurricanes fan?
Well, I mean, I got to the game a little bit late, was watching it on my phone as I was walking in, and we were 5 for 50 or something, I think.
Yep.
And I text one of my friends beforehand. I said, geez, Chris Jordan's going to need to go bang. In for a short time, not a long time, is his normal thing. And I said 40 off 14, I think was my prediction. And he was 38 off 12 and then just went bang, kept us alive. So his innings was
Chris
huge.
Jordan, a.k.a. Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Michael Jordan was
absolutely
phenomenal.
sizzling out there.
He was massive.
He's
Just-
coming at 4 for absolutely F all,
Yeah.
and he's just gone whack, whack, whack. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, mother for the
51
rabbits.
off 17.
He was huge. He
ended
hit
up
one.
on
I reckon he
54.
hit one ball into the Vic Park Hotel at one point. Absolutely just
Shout
went
out.
bananas.
Shout out
Shout out
Vic
the Vic Park.
It was the 4th fastest 50 in BBL history.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Was
Wow.
it equal with? I'm sure it,
maybe.
it doesn't sit alone.
Probably equal.
Sure, he
with-
doesn't sit alone at 17.
Still very, very
That was my
impressive.
highlight as a Hurricanes man.
Okay.
Enormous highlight, actually. Got us in the game. Made it somewhat competitive. Imagine that if the Scorchers only had to chase 130. We would have been out here for 10 overs and done.
Almost didn't feel like whatever score the Scorchers had to chase, they were going to get it because Hardie, Crawley, on fire.
Yeah.
It was bloody good.
It was good to watch.
What I liked as a bit of a spectacle was our seating position. And Hamish, you didn't get to enjoy this because you were late. And I know you did just identify that, but I thought I'd just double down.
Double down on the fact that I was late at work.
On the free tickets and buffet that we had downstairs.
Yeah,
we
delicious.
were Cow's Corner for a right-hander.
Yes.
Is that appropriate?
Cow
naming?
corner, yep, that's it. Deep mid-wicket, probably.
Yeah, right.
Would be the
Second level.
Yeah.
We were the perfect angle to see just how quick some of these bowlers are rolling in. Perth Scorchers rolled with 4 quicks tonight.
Yep.
Berendorf, AJ Ty, Jai Richardson, and the wild thing, Lance Morris. They were sizzling. I'm telling you.
On TV, it doesn't look that quick. In
No.
real life, oh
In
my
real
God,
life,
I barely
it's
catch it.
express gas.
I've got
Did you ever play cricket growing up?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I did.
But to what point?
Oh, I mean, Glenn McGrath and I probably been compared to quite, I didn't play for Australia, but
I
I was
played
a
one-
Glenn McGrath type operator.
I played one game of first cricket for school in the T20 tournament, and so that's like your only real chance to play against proper good cricketers.
Yes.
This guy, I'm sure, went on to play grade cricket somewhere, but was a fast bowler. And he would have been at that point, year 12, and bowling like 125 to 130.
Oh, my gosh.
And I honestly thought I was going to die.
And what happened? You're alive.
I was at the point where I was like, I'm thinking about knocking my own stumps down. Anyway, hit one top edge 4, and then got clean bowled the next ball.
Actually?
Yep.
And that was your first career done?
That was I'd made like 24 before that. I'd hit a couple of 4s and a 6 off a spinner, and then he came out, and I was like, first ball went went off stump, and I was like, just outside off. I was like, that's quick. Next ball, top edge 4. Next ball, clean bowl.
I've told my cricket story on the pod before, but I feel like, in Scorchers, in the furnace,
Yeah,
I think it might be appropriate to tell it again.
I agree.
8 A's. I was a battler, playing 8 B's, just to come in at 9, like second drop bowler, like just a pathetic cricketer.
You're there because you have
Making
to
the
play a
numbers.
summer sport.
Anyway, at some stage, the bowling machines come out, right? And everyone gets to go on the bowling machine. And I've got in there with the pads that don't fit me. I don't even have, the helmet's like wobbling around. I can't even see out of the helmet. And look, I don't think it's that hard, but the bowling machine, the ball wasn't moving. It was just like out of length, same spot.
Yep.
Speed wasn't changing.
It's like a hockey ball too, isn't it?
Yeah,
So it doesn't
correct.
bounce off a
It's
seam.
got the little dimples.
It's just
right?
a ball.
Yeah.
Bounce awkwardly, it hasn't, and it won't ever.
So I missed the first 3, but then I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I had hand-eye coordination.
Get
I'm
my
like, well,
hand,
I'll see where it's going to bounce.
Yeah.
And so then I just started stepping and just like creaming them, like moose in the nourish straight through the covers. And I would have hit about 50 of them because the coach just didn't change it.
Yeah.
Next minute, I get upgraded from 8 Bs to 8 As. I open the batting. I've never batted above 7 in my life.
Oh, no.
Open the batting. And my partner goes, do you want to face or not face? I'm like, fucking not facing the first ball. I'll go the other end. First ball, Melbourne Grammar, top oval, clipped off the pad. This is pads, Xavier Ellis, Tom Hawkins territory. Clipped off the pads to fine leg. I go scurrying through for a single. Fine leg happens to be, 12 metres from the top of the wicket.
No.
Direct hit, run out, diamond duck,
Diamond
never play.
duck the other bloke. Oh, no,
Me.
you. Oh.
Diamond duck, don't face a ball, direct hit, out, never play again.
So that is your fault.
That's
as the
why
bloke at the
I
other
love
end,
cricket.
because from my limited cricketing knowledge, if the ball gets hit that way and you're at the non-strikers, and you can say no.
It's
run.
my call.
Yeah, you say
It's all
no,
me-
run,
it's all
so
me.
You just took off.
Oh, I'm sorry I've never opened the batting before, mate.
That's fair enough.
Were you
mate.
walking in with the bowler?
I
Or
don't
did you
know,
wait
mate.
until it
I
hit
can't
the
remember.
pads and then you start
I'd never opened the
Starstruck
bat. I don't know
being
how
out
much
there.
I can tell you. I've never opened the batting before.
One thing I would like to bring up, and we were all sort of talking about this during the game, and it's not like a dig at anyone, but I would like to see a bit
Comes
more.
a dig. He's gonna dig
No, I'd just like to see
Dig 'em.
Get your
some
shovels
more kilometres per hour up on the screen.
Yeah, I agree.
I-
Couldn't agree
that's
more
one of the
with
best things I love about bowling.
Yeah, it's a
Watching-
flat out dig at
watching the
Optus
bowls.
Stadium. Not sure. I'm not sure what the fuck they're doing at Optus
It's not a
Stadium.
dig.
No, absolutely. I've written it down on my notes.
It's that's like
Where's the
especially
speedo?
especially in a team that has
The wild
4
thing.
genuine pace bowlers.
That's what I wanna see what the wild thing's
Billy
bowling.
Stanlake looked like he was nudging 150 there for a
He was
minute.
coming in off the long run.
He was lightning quick, and I
Big
would
Billy
have loved to have seen a 150 number up there at least.
I could see a reflection. I see the big fella. Has he still got his pads on?
No, he doesn't. He's got his
I'd
box
love
in,
to
though.
see if he had his
Unless
pads
that's
on
something
still.
else.
Tell you what, Hamish Brayshaw,
See
your
ya.
time on the podcast is over. Can someone help Aaron jump onto the pod, please?
Come in through, mate.
Any of these 4 people that jump in,
Straight
big
out.
fella. Well done, mate. Geez, you've made quick speed getting up here.
I know, just got up headed.
Round of
Very good.
applause.
Yeah, round of applause. Big crowd in here, Aaron.
Crowd goes wild.
Yeah,
There we are.
perfect.
Aaron
So-
Hardie, welcome to BatChat. Our podcast is usually called BackChat.
Yep.
We decided to go with BatChat for this.
very
How do you
Do
feel
you like
about that?
Can we just help Aaron with the microphone, please? Thank you. Now, mate, I literally looked up on here about 6 minutes ago. You were still in the middle. Have you run up here? Have you got up here so quickly?
Yeah, well, we got the special lifts to get up here, but certainly still sweating from being out in the middle.
How was it out there? Well, you were slapping them around.
Yeah, it gets to a point when you're just too tired to run, so you just got to keep swinging harder. So that's pretty much what happens in the last 5 overs there.
You've come off a bit of form the last couple of years, certainly last year, so you've carried that into this year, I can only assume.
Yeah, it's a nice start. It's funny you say that. I think I swung and missed at my first 7 balls this year over at Marvel. So I was certainly scratching my head at one point there.
Yeah, very good.
But no, it is nice to come out and chase down a reasonably good score out here.
I've got a couple of questions from the bowling side of the innings. You were in the field, obviously. What's happened to AJ Tyer's boot shoe? He's gone scurrying off in the ninth. What's happened?
Well, it's quite funny you say that. It only ever happens after you get hit for a 6 or bowl a wide.
So you reckon he's just the shoe's
Blame the
broken?
shoe.
Yeah, if you get a wicket, you'll never have a broken shoe. So, there's a foot over the batter's head, so he's found something wrong with his shoe. So I'm not sure anything else.
What about the skipper?
Yeah, the skipper. I suppose
What's
it's a
he
good
done?
extra motivation to stay out there so he can just rest that knee. I'm not too sure. I think he's had a few knee problems in the past couple months. But he was obviously feeling good enough to bowl today, so I know he was going to bat, so that's a positive sign.
Right. So I know the footy landscape better than I know the cricket landscape, but I'm fairly sure there's quite a bit of banter in the rooms. How long do you think it's going to be before the captain of your side, Ashton Turner, who decides to bring himself on, bowling his left arm Chinaman, comes steaming off about 6 steps, hurts his knee on the first delivery of his over, of the first over, and he's done from the bowling? How long? Is it hours? Is it minutes?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty straight away, especially as an off spinner. I think it's the least taxing form of bowling there is. I think Jai Richardson, who's coming off 25 metres,
Yes.
He's probably got a fair bit to say there.
Did he get to take the special lift? You mentioned before there was a special lift to get up here. What's that?
Players
Is that
lift. It's a players lift.
What's
it's
in
the
there?
express lift.
Is there like a man in there?
No,
ready
it's
to,
a
wash your
it's a
hands?
pretty standard lift. I can take you there afterwards if you really want to see the lift.
Oh, you're so intrigued with the lift. It's just no one else gets to use it, so they go up and down nice and quick.
I would wonder what's inside. Like I think.
No, nothing inside. Just a normal lift. No one else
no
gets to
valet
use
or
it.
anything.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, that's all right. How did it feel? Like, so you said you did start like a little bit slow. Zach was hitting them, right, and then you sort of took over. What was that like out there, sort of seeing him like that?
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, haven't batted with Zach before. I've obviously seen him play a lot. I remember sitting on my couch watching the first ball of the Ashes over in England and watching him hit that cover drive for 4, and wow, that's pretty impressive. And then I got to watch it from the non-strikers end today. I said to him out in the middle at one point, I was backing up, and he kept hitting these balls straight back past me, and I said, I'm not. If that's towards me, I'm not moving out of the way there because he hits it pretty hard.
He was cracking them.
Yeah, he hits it pretty hard. So no, it was awesome to bat with Zach. I suppose both sort of similar looking players. I suppose both quite tall and at
Handsome.
times hit the ball hard.
Handsome.
Well, you said it.
How does that go?
yeah.
Having someone just fresh just jump straight into the team? Is it easy just to mesh with someone like that?
Yeah, certainly Zach's been awesome since he's come in, and it's a credit to him because it's really hard to go 3 days off a plane, come and sort of bat out in the middle on what is one of the fastest pitches in the world. So yeah, full credit to him. It's a pretty impressive skill.
Mate, we were off a plane on Sunday from Melbourne. I'm still wrecked.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine.
We've been sitting in the stands having a couple of beers. I'm exhausted. What's the communication like between you two? Never played before, never batted together. Is it changed much? Is it different, or is it yes, no, covers languages and covers countries?
Yes, no more running, no more running twos. He's from the southern England, so there's no accent barrier, which is nice.
Yeah.
But nah, it's awesome. I suppose the more you get to play, the more you get to know blokes around the scene. And he obviously knows a few of the other English blokes like Laurie over here and Esky, so he's fitted in beautifully.
A couple of parts of your innings I want to touch on. So you moved along nicely. You're probably playing second fiddle a little bit early to Zach. To bring up the 50, you've gone the premeditated slap down the ground for 6. Happy with that?
Yeah, that was nice.
And then what about the next ball when you tried the exact same shot and you absolutely air swung it? You remember that?
I was happy with that swing. Yeah, I could hear the wind go as I swung the bat.
You held the bat up there for a long
Yeah, I
time.
wanted it. Oh, it's fair to say I wanted it. So once you've swung that hard once, you may as well just keep going.
And then what about the over, sort of, as you started accelerating into the innings, you hit your first 6 going nicely, second 6, okay, that's a good shot. Third one, nice. Fourth one for the over. 4 6s in the over. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I wanted the 5. Like you said, I had that swing and miss early. And then that last ball swung hard again and it went straight up in the air. But I know fielding out there under lights, it's pretty hard to catch a high ball like that. So I just ran past Zach. I said, we'll come back for 2. Then I'm catching it.
That's good. Zach almost was appeal for a caught behind, got given out.
Yep.
He
Straight away.
half a second.
Yep.
Went the appeal. What are you guys talking about while the appeal's underway?
Yeah.
Does he already said to you like, mate, it's definitely not out. We're fine.
Yeah, he said, I thought I missed it by a long way. I just told him I thought you nicked it because I heard something. But he was worried that he burnt the review for the team, and I said, don't stress, mate. So, yeah, it's all pretty basic sort of stuff.
What happens in the rooms now, mate? Is there celebrations? Is it pretty low-key down there? What's going on?
Yeah, well, I just got told we have a nice buffet down there. So
right, we're keeping you from the buffet.
I dare say Zach and I will be down there for the next half an hour. But no, we'll get down. Great to see the fans. I think it was 29,000 here tonight, which is awesome. And then families down to the room, and we're lucky enough to get another week or so in Perth. So, I suppose start getting ready for the Christmas season.
You're a WA boy.
Yep.
Irrespective to that, what actually features in the buffet that you mentioned downstairs? I'm actually quite interested.
Well, what do I hope features, or what do I reckon will be there?
No, maybe a bit of both. What do you hope for?
Oh, I love a good burrito bowl after a game.
Yes.
So that would go down nicely.
What's going to be down there? Beef and gravy rolls?
No, we're beyond that now. Beef and gravy rolls. Burrito. I'll go for burrito bowls.
Yeah, good. We've got a quick 5 before you go. We're gonna let you get to your burrito bowl. We're gonna give you like a rapid 5 questions.
Yep.
Okay.
Before we get there, Christmas at home this year.
Yep.
That must be good.
Yeah. We're lucky enough to get the Boxing Day game every year.
Yep.
So we certainly don't take it for granted. Love having Christmas at home.
What's Christmas look like for you?
It'll be pretty quiet in the morning, get the family over, and then, spend some time with my partner's family. Maybe
Unreal.
beach in the morning, so pretty standard Christmas,
Are you
but very excited.
Are you on the tools? Are you flipping the meat? What's that? What sort of role do you play? Are you wrapping presents?
Nah, I'm very much backseat cook, yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy to eat it.
Very good. Good man.
All right. First
Throw in the rapid fire.
First of the 5 questions.
I haven't seen those.
Which Scorcher would be the best footy player, and where would they play?
Do you follow the footy?
I do. Fremantle supporter.
Is that right?
Yeah, Fremantle supporter.
look
Sorry,
at
this is meant to be rapid.
No, it's good.
Cooper Connolly, forward pocket.
Hey.
Cooper Connolly, forward pocket, brilliant.
He looks like a forward.
Who was the best on today for just getting the boys up and about?
Nick Hobson.
Why? What was he doing?
Sub fielder, comes in, energy. Everyone was a bit flat. Lifted the boys.
Yeah, I like that
Like
a
that a
lot.
lot. Out of any AFL player, who would you want on the Scorchers?
Got to be a Fremantle player. Sure, it's got to be.
Josh Tracy, I've heard that he's got some mean left arm seamers.
Is that right? Can you confirm that, Hammer? Okay.
Well, he
very
tells me
good.
that anyway. So,
Is that right?
Yeah.
The big fella off the long run, I can see that. Big Josh Tracy. Okay, I like that.
Next one. Where would you put us in the team? Like batting order? Would you put us in for a bowl?
I can give you some context if you want. Some people like me to Glenn McGrath. If you put one of those ball maps, it'd just be a giant circle on the ground. That's where I used to land them, just line and length, just same spot, going about.
The 20-cent coin.
Yeah, there we go.
Go back 3 or 4 seasons, there was the X Factor, and I was X Factor in a Big Bash Grand Final. It's something I hold very close to my heart. So I think you two would be great X Factors.
So what happened with the X Factor? Is that the one where they come out on the ground, they start throwing the X up?
Someone bowls one over, goes none for 20. They're feeling really good about themselves. Coach comes on, says, "Mate, you're off. Awesome. Spend the rest of the time in the dugout. Watch it."
That's unreal. I love that. Forgot about the X Factor.
Okay, last one. We're doing the BatChat Scorcher of the Year, right?
Yeah.
So we're at the end of this. You won't be here for it, but we're going to give our 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 votes. Who would you give your 5 votes for today? It doesn't need to be best on ground.
Can't be yourself.
Can't be yourself. It can be for absolutely anything. Maybe something the crowd doesn't know about, we don't know about.
For instance, I've got the DJ. I've got him in our votes because he was on fire tonight. Okay.
Oh, wow. I will give it to Nick Hobson. I think sub-fielding,
Yeah.
honestly,
Like it. Really like
you
it.
can field your heart out. You can field the very best fielding effort ever,
Yes.
and nobody cares. You
Yes.
get a high ball, you drop it, everybody remembers. So it's a lose-lose situation. So we'll give it to Nick Hobson.
Hobart takes
love
the
that.
5 votes.
Takes the
Really
5.
good. Aaron Hardie, everybody.
you.
Really good. Well done, mate.
Thank you,
Get
boys.
down to that buffet.
Thank
Go and
you.
sort
Get
it
that
out.
burrito bowl.
How good was that?
Very good.
I mean, I don't know if we could get a quicker access to a player if we played for the team, to be honest.
You
That was
can't.
outstanding stuff. Well done, mate.
Well done, mate.
On cool off. Cool
Go
those
grab that
wrists
burrito
and
bowl.
arm off. We'll bring Hammer back in, why don't
Emma,
we?
jump back in, mate.
I love
What a nice young man.
I love that. Look at
He's
this,
taking
taking photos
photos.
with the fans. Tell you what.
What a
ripper.
guy.
He's actually quite tall. How tall are you?
6'4".
All right. He's not that tall. I'm
Cut
6'5".
like a park statue.
Yeah, he's also good.
So
Disappointed you guys didn't ask about the Ultra Edge situation.
we can ask him now. What's the Ultra Edge situation?
Why? How does it feel out there when you just watch the front on spin vision 4 times in a row?
That
Crawley was meant to be. It was appealed for caught behind. The ball was a mile outside.
Oh, we did
off
ask about
stump.
that. And these
You asked. You asked about it, but not the
I
hard.
didn't want to bring the game into disrepute.
What is the? You're sitting there and you're like, okay, we need to know if this thing was edged, and the ball was 1.5 meters outside off, and he had a wild slashing cut at it.
Let's
And
go. Let's go frame by frame.
Let's go frame by frame, front on 4 times, so the third umpire can try and eyeball it.
I'd love to.
And then all of a sudden, we've gone through it 4 times, and there's the Ultra Edge. It's not out. Sweet, do that first, and we can play.
I'd love to just take a moment to acknowledge that the inaugural leader of the BatChat Player of the Year didn't play today.
South Fieldsman Hobart.
Elbows.
I
come
agree.
on.
It'd be a shocking spot to be.
I really like it.
You
those
have to
5
bring
votes.
the
That's
energy,
exactly the areas we need.
Perfect. We've got our own, which we'll get to in a minute.
Does that stand though? Does the players 5 stand?
Yeah, it's a bonus 5.
It's a
Oh, it's
bonus,
a bonus
5.
Yeah,
five,
because
yeah,
you're gonna have
gotcha.
a player every week, so
Of
bonus
course,
5, and we can hammer a bonus 5. Or you give him a 5 out of. No, we'll give you get a bonus 5 too, Hammer.
You get a bonus
Alright,
5. Okay.
That's important. For
Why
me.
don't we jump straight into that because and then we'll tell you about what's happening for the next game with the Scorchers. I've got my 5. Do you want me to start with my 1 vote? You happy with that?
Yeah, I think go for 1 vote. Yeah.
Okay, we'll start with my 1 vote. My one vote goes to just Zach coming in, whack, first game.
Is that Crawley?
Zach Crawley.
Just
Zach
the
goes
one.
whack.
Yeah, there's other things that I thought were great
Yeah,
as well, but he
sure.
just straight into the game, goes whack. One vote for Zach. Do you have your 1 there?
Yeah, look, my 1 went to I don't know his name.
It's a good start.
Yeah, look, it was the cameraman down closest to us.
On
He
the
was-
Segway?
He was riding the Segway
Yeah, that's
like
impressive.
he was driving a quad bike,
Yeah.
but it was one of those control with your hips and your knees.
Yeah.
He was flying
He's
around.
shaking it.
Look, I really enjoyed it. So 1 vote.
One vote to the cameraman.
on the Segway.
What
So
was the
you've got-
cameraman that was lipping off about Warney or plays
I don't
like
remember this.
Tarzan?
It looks like Tarzan plays
Yeah.
like Jane. Not sure. Do you remember the cameraman?
Joe the
on the-
cameraman. Joe the cameraman.
Remember the cameraman on the Segway that ran over Usain Bolt?
Yes. Yeah,
that
it went
was-
straight into him.
Straight over his foot. After he'd won the 100 or the 200 and he hadn't run the relay yet.
So that's 2 votes.
2 votes I'm giving to Cooper Connolly just for coming in for Turner.
Yeah.
1
Oh, for the 5 ball over.
for the
Jumping
5
in for
ball
the
over.
5 ball over.
Yeah,
Cooper,
like
do you know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't have been ready for that. He would have been
Yeah.
ready for the
I
field.
think he got smacked for the rest of that over too. Might have gone for 14.
2 votes.
I'll give my 2 votes. I haven't ordered them very well, so I'm just going through mine as we go. I've got my 3. Yeah, I need my 2 to be. I'm gonna have to come up with someone else. So look, I'll give my 2 to Jason Berendorf in the first inning. Set the scene. Was on a hat trick.
He was flying early. I could
t-
hear it as I was walking into the stadium.
Took 4 for 25. While
Yeah, huge
others
effort.
look. I know this is our friends at the Scorchers, but while other bowlers were being dispatched late in the innings, 4 for 25. 2 votes for mine for Jason.
Pretty good guy.
3 votes for me. Just calling a bluff on the umpire's review. On the umpire giving out. Zach Crawley gets 3 votes.
Right. You
Give it-
gave Zach
So
1
he gets
vote.
1
Yep.
and 3.
No,
Why not?
no.
There's
Don't,
no rules.
Don't giggle and smile
no
like
rules.
you thought you knew what you were doing. You can't double up. I won't have it.
When did we have that in the rule book?
I'm making it right now. You can't double up. There's no way.
You've given a vote to a cameraman and a DJ, and
but
now all of a sudden there's rules.
I haven't given a DJ a vote yet.
You said that you were going to.
I haven't given one yet, have I?
Give it
We're
one.
not-
No, I mean, yeah, I don't mind.
All right, you give your 3. I'll give my 3 to someone else. Then.
Okay, great. I mean, like, no voting thing in the history of the world. Very much the cameraman.
No sporting-
It's been amazing on the
No sporting
Segway.
voting has gone to a cameraman.
Oh, look, my 3 does go to the
Special
Oh,
lift
here we go.
Chris
through-
Jordan. Chris Jordan.
for the Hurricanes. Is going
Yeah.
to win the Scorcher
So,
of the
we're
year,
going,
is he?
so he can't win. He can't take votes for the Scorcher of the Year.
Is it called the score?
Yeah, it's the BatChat Scorcher of the Year.
I'll tell you who gets your 3 votes while you're thinking about it. The special lift. The players lift. The players lift gets 3 votes.
So I can't give votes to a Hurricane.
Well, I mean, you
right?
can,
It's the Scorcher of the Year.
but he's not going to win it.
Which one is a cameraman? One also might be a DJ.
The other one's Zach Crawley 3 times.
And Hobbo's on 5-5.
The game's been brought into disrepute.
Wow.
Okay, I'll give my 3 votes
This
to.
needs to be better thought out, I think.
I'll give
Far
my
better
3
thought out.
votes to the main man that we just had on the show,
Aaron Hardie.
Aaron Hardie.
Who are you giving 4 and 5 to?
Aaron Hardie, solid at
Berendorf,
91.
Crawley, and Hardie have got 1, 2, and 3. They're dominated.
It's not about best on. It's not about best on. All right. My 4 votes then. Morris, first bowl wicket. I'm giving him 4 for that.
That's pretty
fair.
good. That's fair.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Was good. That was good. I completely cooked my votes.
Who's your 4?
I've still got a bonus 5 to give out.
Your 4 is like one of the security guards or something. That
So,
guy tells
my
you
4 votes, drum roll, please.
vote.
It is the DJ. No, it was outstanding all day. I'll give you some
He
highlights.
was very
He was
good.
great.
He played
was very
Wild
good.
Thing after every ball of Lance Morris's first over. I mean, you can't teach that. I'm sorry, you can't teach it. Halfway through the game, they have a break. He's playing bangers. No one's listening. And he is just going from banger to banger and just relentless behaviour. And just some of that, there's just little highlights throughout, just like picking and choosing songs. He played that.
Feels like he's playing in Ibiza to everyone. And he's just sitting there up by himself. Everyone's off
Nah,
getting their
I
pies and
look,
sausage
and
rolls.
you know, I think you just got to acknowledge greatness when you see it, and,
Okay.
and I give him the 4 votes.
Okay.
Who's my 5 going to go to? You
We're not
ask?
sure.
Not sure just
gonna
yet.
figure it out in a
I'll go after you too.
My 5 is
I'll get my
for
bonus
Berendorf for giving us a hat-trick ball. That made me very excited.
Yeah, that was
It's not
exciting.
often you go to a cricket and there's a hat-trick ball at stake. Bloody loved it. He gets my 5.
My bonus 5 goes to, controversially,
Wait, who was your 5? I wasn't listening.
Berendorf.
Berendorf.
Yeah,
My-
it was very good.
My obviously, like I am the captain at the moment of the East Perth Footy Club. There's nothing better as a leader than delegating. I don't think. I think that's a great skill
Raining
to have.
Sandover.
Yep, that's not really leadership, but that's you get that. So delegating is a great part of leadership, and I think what Ashton Turner did, bowling one ball, doing his knee, and walking the whole way off.
Did he walk?
He walked the whole way off. And then just sat there, delegated
good.
the rest. Said, "Boys,
Really good.
I've done my one thing. Hurt my knee on the first ball. You do it all." And they absolutely just brained it. It just it was whitewash.
I'm going to call him. I'm sure it's not his nickname, but you heard me ask Hards about.
You guys on nickname basis,
Hardy
Hardy
Party.
Hards, are you?
Because asked him about Turns' injury, right?
Yeah.
He will be copping it in the room.
Oh, yeah, he
you,
will
you
be.
can't be coming on as captain as a part-time bowler
Yeah,
doing
a
your
part-time
knee,
off spinner
doing your knee on your
the first ball.
on your non-standing landing.
But as a
leg.
tremendous captain's effort to delegate the rest of the innings to everyone else,
Terrific.
5 votes.
Yeah, 5 votes. Well done, AT. Now,
Who are you going for, Will?
5 votes, Zach Crawley. I haven't voted for him yet.
Haven't you?
No, I have not.
I know you tried to vote for him 3 times.
Correct. I'll
Dan's
give my
best friend.
5 to Zach Crawley because otherwise I'll just in depths of despair and without.
Yeah.
Look, he comes to a new club, never
New
played here
country.
before. The mindset, the power, just striking it early. I know he didn't do the big things that our man here, Hardie, does, but I've got to give the 5 to Zach. I said he was going to go big.
You did say that.
You know, I didn't get around that, and he goes and does it. So smacks him for 4, smacks him for 6, does what he wants.
There you go.
So the joint leader, no.
That's going to be a hard one
Joint
to put
leaders,
together and follow along with.
Zach Crawley leads
No.
alongside Ashton Turner.
No, Zach Crawley got 1 from you and 5.
Oh, so Zach
5
Crawley
from you.
leads.
Zach
So
Crawley's
leader.
on 6 votes.
Plus, I try to give him
Yeah,
3.
yeah. And you got unfortunately only got 1 vote. from
Trailed
Dan.
just by Hobbo on
Hobbo.
5.
Hobbo
Back
and
up
Aaron
Philly
Hardie.
and AT.
And whoever Dan and Berendorf.
Yeah, and Berendorf.
No, how many votes did I give Berendorf?
Oh yeah, that's true. You gave him.
Oh,
I gave him 3.
gee.
I think he's leading.
Berendorf.
Berendorf's leading.
We're in all sorts.
Okay.
Obviously, this is
We'll
just
keep a tally, obviously, but
That's yeah. I'm
a
not
tough
even
one.
try to work it out the entire tally. We'll come back next week.
I think the cameraman's in 4th. You'll be here at every home game too.
Yeah,
The-
I
the
know,
next-
you're watching. Yeah, correct.
That's true. The next home game is Boxing Day. We will be here again at Optus Stadium against a Melbourne Scorchers. Get the dub, hopefully.
Yes.
If you do want to get tickets, you can. perthscorchers.com.au/tickets. If you want to follow the Scorchers on Instagram, it's Scorchers BBL on Insta. And if you search Perth Scorchers on Facebook, it's the only page there, you'd hope.
To
Find it
back you up on that, right? One of the great things in cricket, probably the best thing in world cricket,
Yep.
is going to the Boxing Day test.
I'll
Now
be there
we
with
live
Bert.
in
I'll be
Perth.
there.
Well, we live in Perth. We won't be going to Melbourne. And if you can't get to the Boxing Day test, you get down to the Scorchers.
Yeah, you get down to the Boxing Day Big Bash.
You come down and get scorched.
Yeah, hashtag get scorched.
Come down and heat up. You come down and...
Join the furnace or something.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's get a few more hashtags rolling.
Can you give me that website again? Where do I buy tickets?
It is perthscorchers.com.au/tickets.
And if you type it in with the enthusiasm that Dan just read that website out with, then you're guaranteed
Do it
to
with a
find
smile on
yourself.
your face.
I know. Do it with a smile.
perthscorchers.com.au/tickets.
Yeah, that's very good.
There you go. We'll be back on the 26th.
Before we leave, can I just finish with a couple of random thoughts I wrote in my phone?
Yeah,
while
please.
mate.
Yeah.
Long sleeve versus short sleeve shirts. I'm just wondering.
I mean, it was 36 degrees out there. I'd be a short
Very
sleeve
hot.
man.
There was a lot of long sleeves out there. I agree with you, Hamish.
I'd be a short sleeve
So
guy.
I wonder what the theory is behind those. Is that sun protection?
Well, I mean, like fistball, you wear long sleeve.
Yes.
That's true.
Could be just.
I'm
'cause
a
it
long
looks-
sleeve guy. I'd be out there with long
Could be
sleeves.
because it looks cool.
I probably should have asked Aaron this because I think he would have known the answer. But who do you think's quicker, Jai Richardson or the Wild Thing?
The Wild Thing is the quicker
Is
of
he?
the two. Yeah, you'd say so.
Jai looked quick today. Off the
Yeah,
long
he's
run.
140. I reckon the Wild Thing nudges 150.
How do you reckon the four pace bowlers came in? I reckon the four pace bowlers could literally open the bowling for Australia.
The country, yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, yeah, they could.
Okay.
They'd be knocking off Mitch Stark and Pat Cummins, which is a tough ask.
Yep.
But they could
They
do
could do
it. They could do
Okay.
it.
That's about it, I think.
Any other notes in your phone that you want to?
Does running speed on your bowling run up make you bowl faster? I saw some
Yes.
really quick run ups.
I would say no.
Yeah.
Like Jasprit Bumrah bowls lightning quick,
Off nothing.
and he just like awkwardly walks in and then slings it. He's
True.
very good.
Sean Tate used to just sidearm it,
Yeah, but he also like ran in. Dennis Keith Lilly ran off the world's longest run up.
and he was quick.
He ran from the Swan River and got bowled at 160. So I mean, yeah, yes and no.
That's it. I'm done.
Scorchers win the premiership.
I'm going to find out.
How good are the Scorchers?
Just looking up there.
Their
at the banners,
list is amazing.
They're very good.
They've had a monopoly on this comp for a long time.
And we look forward to continuing.
Yeah,
Next
continuing
week, I'm
that.
also going to find out whatever player we get. We're going to play on every single week. Hardie walked down. I'm really upset that I didn't ask him about
Walked
this.
up.
Walked out to That's Amore.
Oh, was it Hardie who walked out to
Yeah.
it? See this? That was from the DJ. That was from the DJ.
Yeah, but
Do you
that
think
would have
he
been.
must have been
DJ plays
requested
it.
it?
Oh, that had to have been a request. The DJ's not just going, you know what, Aaron will love it. He go right back into the depths and pull out That's Amore.